Hello friends, it is I, your favorite pillager TDQ, and welcome back to the survival school world. 1 year. It is 1 year. Welcome. Today we are going to do a world tour of 1 year in Minecraft. So this is the island that we started on. And as you can see, we have a bunch of little farms set up here. We are getting rid of them as we get the bigger farms set up. This is also the island I decided to set up my wool farm on. And this is a completely automatic wool farm. Load all of these up, and you can do that from here. As you can see, they are loaded for quite some time because my iron farm works pretty well. We do have some automatic storage. These are all manual up there, but here is our storage room. And these are all filling up. And I come down here occasionally to get some wool. That's our wool farm. And over here is our portal room. We will get to that in a minute. Now coming over this way, the next thing that we had really ended up doing in this world, besides the breeder, of course, was that thing right there. So let's just walk through. We'll get to the castle in a second. If you can call it a castle at this point. It's not really. It's not finished. But yeah. So let's take this path down. And all of these paths, they were created by lavacasting the stone, which is a simple way of making paths on water. But this is our iron farm. Excuse the copper blocks that are aging up here. They've been aged for a while. I just haven't taken them down. And our villagers died. We did have some villagers here that were for all the different tools and for the weapons and for the armor. But zombie got in here, turned them, and then the iron golem killed them. That's pretty much it for this building. We've got some storage here. As you can see, we've built up quite a bit of the iron. And around this side we have the automatic storage, which is filling up. So we've got to do something about that. We can turn off this so that it creates bone meal. It keeps the flowers instead of keeping the bone meal. And it is nighttime, so let's just take a quick nap. Excuse me. Ow. Okay, so we're here, so I guess I will talk about this castle. This is our storage area. It is going to be the storage area for the world. Expandable. We can set up the tunnels so that it expands out further. We've done this by realm. Okay, so we have the nether over on this side, we have the end on this side, and then the main hall is for the overworld blocks. As you can tell, there's a lot more overworld blocks here than there are nether and end. And there's a lot more nether than end, obviously. On this side, not sorted in any way. These aren't either. They're eventually going to be. That is something I need to do. This is all just stuff that I've thrown in chests. All the different mob drops over here and the organics over on this side. And I'm eating rotten flesh because it was readily available. But we have all the organics over here that we've collected bit by bit. And some things are going to need to go into different chests, but until then, this is doing us quite well. So we can come out of this gate, and as you can see, I'm going to be doing something here as well. This is actually going to be a tower, and I was using the leaves to block that out. Ooh, there's my rocket box, and I've got lots of stuff in there. Ooh. I just find stuff all over the place because I'm such a mess. So here is our current setup for smelting, and we've tried to build it so that it looks like it's coming out of the rock. We'll get to that in a second, but yeah, so we can smelt things here. Automatic smelting. This is working fairly well. I need to actually add another line of hoppers because they get caught in there, which isn't fun. I don't know why it's happening, really, except for the fact that it doesn't have that extra row. So we will fix that at a later date. But that is in our little courtyard over here. Back there, holy monkeys, right? We're not in 118 yet. That is a mountain I lavacast as well. Yes, it is very noisy because it is cobblestone and not stone. But that is a long-term project because all of this needs to be grass and dirt down here, and then up into that is going to be the deep slate and some blackstone probably, and then we need to really snowcap that top. I might even put some working lava flows up there that go off every once in a while. Haven't decided if I'm going to add that into this world yet. Here's an idea I had. I made a video on, and it was cool. I don't know how laggy it's going to be, so we'll see. Now, over this way, this monolith of a structure. Made to look like Azkaban from Harry Potter, if there's any Harry Potter fans out there. Shout out to you. As much as I'd like to be Gryffindor, I'm pretty sure I'm Slytherin. Maybe Ravenclaw. I'd like Ravenclaw as secondary, but still, probably Slytherin. But it is, in fact, if we fly up here. And we come down here. Eventually. We've got to set up some water channels. But this is our creeper farm. This is where we get all our stuff together. We can sleep up here if we're having some mob troubles. And this is working out. Below us is the mob farm made by Chapman, half of it. So the bow tie, it's one half of the bow tie. And it's working out quite nicely. Make sure nothing's spawnable up here. And we can get back into the sky and we can get back into the town. The city, really. This is going to be the largest villager city in Minecraft. That is the plan. But a lot of things need to be set up for the safety of those villagers, so we can't really let them out at this point. So having said that, I'm going to show you some of their businesses that they run, and that their economy is emerald based. This right here is our slime farm. These are not done. This is going to be the roof, and it's going to jut out of the rock. And if we come down here, this is the courtyard to the building. This is going to be an art museum eventually. So this is the courtyard. This is a little modern art piece here. Thinking about calling it the Eternal Light. And then down here, I gotta put lights back down. But slime happens. Slime happens down here. If you come over here, you'll probably be able to see one or two jump down, because they go towards the iron golems that are down there. Maybe. You may not. If there are too many mobs that are already in the world, it may take up the cap. And because of how tall that building is, I can actually go up there and just load in the creeper farm, or I can go down here and I can load in the slime farm. So coming down to our street, and we can take some streets now. This is the modern part of the city. And you know what? Let's take the back street. Let's take the back street, boys. That was bad. That was bad. So coming back through this alley, through a main concourse here, and we can take this smaller alley all the way back, and we'll loop back around, so we're not missing anything. This is our TNT blast chamber, which we still need to set back up. We still haven't gotten around to it. And we have these all set up where it creates either stone or it creates basalt. I said that backwards, obviously. But we are also going to have a concrete generator here. Possibly wood, not sure about that. But yeah, that's that building. Unfinished. A lot of these buildings are unfinished. We're more in the final stages before we can start doing decorations. Speaking of, we can come back around here, and we have this massive wheat farm that we still have to fill out, but we've got all the dirt finally. And if we just come over here, step up here, you can see how far that really... Oops, I broke some of that. See how far this really extends out. A massive plot. I'm thinking about maybe making more, and then this is going to be a rocky cliff, almost, for the shoreline. Because not all shorelines, you know, they don't all gradually slope. Then we come over here. We've got our manual pumpkin melons, which I don't do a whole lot with. Honestly, we are on an iron economy at this point, so I don't have to do a lot of trading with the melons and the pumpkins. I do still need to set up an automatic farm for that. But when I do want to trade with them, or I want to get my golden carrots, we have these guys. And then we can get some golden carrots. Now I have better trades with some of these, yeah. Like I totally should have done maybe one of these guys, but not all of them have the pumpkins and the melons, so you know. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We come this way, and we don't have an entrance on this side, so we'll loop back around. But we, over here, have the beginnings of a crop farm. Oh, we should eat some. We have the beginnings of our automatic crop farm. Now, all 4 of these are currently carrots. I do want to get some wheat farms going, because I do want the best horses. So I want to get some wheat. Also, cow crushers if I ever want meat, even though I have the carrots, which are, you know, ostensibly better. Hello. I think you're on a tether. But yeah, so this will pick it up, or I can let it go and it'll turn into bone meal. Again, another bone meal farm. We've got quite a bit of bone meal in this world. Over here, and this is a new addition, or at least the outside is, this is going to be kind of a library, university type thing. And this is where we get all of our villagers from. So this is our villager breeder. As you can see, we've got some guys in the stack going. And it comes over here, gets converted. You can splash them, and then you send them on their merry way. The building needs to be finished. Again, obviously, needs to be finished. I still haven't figured out the color palette just yet. I do think that this looks okay, maybe not great. Don't know if I am super happy with the granite. Don't know if I'm super happy. I might actually want that to be smooth granite, but then it won't blend. Like there are lines for the smooth granite. So, you know, we'll see. That is for a later date. Now, out that way, we want to just take a fly. And you can see it right there. We have ourselves, besides a nice ice biome to get all our ice from, we have ourselves an underwater temple full of guardians. But we've done nothing with it except conquer it. So we did kill all the elder guardians. We just have to get around to making a farm out of it so we can get the prismarine and those wonderful sea lanterns. Now, coming down this wide street here, we come upon our library. And this is where we get all the enchantments. I still have to put some pressure plates in here, maybe. This is where we get all our enchantments. You can see that we've had some zombie issues in here as well. I have a big issue doing lighting. And we've used mushroom blocks for the walls, which I think looks really cool. I'm not sure why. Don't we have any of this white concrete here? But yeah, we did some book stacks. We've got to put another bookshelf there. I guess we didn't finish that. We have our glass dome, and we just have to put the ceiling around it. These are also going to be little towers, pillars, I'm thinking. But I haven't figured out what I want to top it with. And that is the top floor of our library. Some very simple stairs. It is becoming nighttime again, but we are heading back towards the bed. So we'll finish up the tour this way. And this right here is where we get all of the wonderful clay blocks. We have, or we did have before, again, some zombies got in here, all the different clays. So we have to get some of those back, but we did a really good job on this. I like how the building is shaping up. It's interesting. It's not a building type I've ever used before. It's like a half circle thing. And again, we haven't done the ceiling yet. So those are all the buildings in the overworld. Let's come back around this way. And we'll take a flyover just so you can see the entire city as it is, with the mountain. It's pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. And yeah, that is the city. One of the best places to actually see it from is this island, which I haven't taken down yet. And you just get all the pretty lights at night, as everything starts to poke up, and the mountain does as well. So we can go now and head back to the old town, which doesn't look very old right now, I know. I have to work on both the roofs And maybe the color palette. It might be a little too bright. I went a little color crazy when I got that wool farm set up. Wanted to use every color imaginable. So here we are in the Nether. And we are, as you can see, on the roof. We've marked out a few of the must-see tourist destinations around here. And we've got a start of a glass path going that way. I want to take you down first, because we do have a tunnel extending from the very top. We've got some out-shooting tunnels at different layers. Like that. Let me tell you, starting in Assault Delta, not the most fun. Not the most fun. Also, going down these ladders, not the most fun. And you can see we encountered some lava, which was happily stopped by the ladders. We actually had to build that up and go through the lava. And here is our tunnels. These are netherite tunnels, which I haven't done too much work on. I basically went out in each direction until I got enough to get all the stuff I needed. And then I proceeded to lose everything I had. As I do. As I do. Got this down here. Don't have one of these. So maybe I'll put one of these down here. Yeah. So we'll go back up now. And we'll go take a look at what I have actually accomplished in the Nether. Because down here is a little pathetic. Sure, it's some tunnels. Sure, I've done some mining. But you want to see some of the crafting too, I assume. Let's go see some crafting, shall we? Okay, so once again, we're back on the roof. And we're going to take a walk. And it is quite a long walk, so we are actually going to fly this. And I have not finished this glass path in any way. I have torched it, just so I knew where I was going. And there it is. This is our gold farm / Piglin bartering farm. And right here is actually where... Hello. Right here is where I got all of my... Well, let's just say I transported some guys up here who should not be able to go, and I used lava to do it. I also have this nice staircase, which is not the greatest staircase, but it's a staircase. Let's go up, and we'll take a look from the top down. And now, usually these are circles, and circles are cool. Don't get me wrong, I like circles. I also, however, like octagons. And I think this foreshortened octagon looks pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And I went with a diorite and warped motif. Now that we have the calcite, I might do something different. Although there are no walls and stuff for calcite, so, you know, might just stay with this. Now, because I have looting on the sword, I can do this fun little trick where I go and I shoot something. Hopefully not kill it. And then I get all the looting when I switch hands. So come on, come die. And they'll drop down, and entity cramming is what kills them there. So we'll come down here. This is the roof of our base of operations. And here is the actual collection. Now these are the guys I transported up here in lava. It took a lot of fire resistance potions, and not all of them made it. Originally there were supposed to be 5. But 3 turned out, and 3 are what I got, and I get all these things from them, so I never have to actually mine them again. It's pretty great. Because this is my experience farm, I have my enchanting here. Which makes sense, since I have an everlasting supply of lapis here as well. I get all of these drops because I've got these guys set up. Now, it's only 2 of them, it's not like a mega setup, but when this is on, the lights flash, you get something, pick it up, goes through this whole little sorter thing, and then you get all the drops. I liked the blue, I kept the blue. I think it just cheers up the nether and the white ceiling as well. I just like white ceilings. I've always lived with white ceilings, so it makes a lot of sense to me. But that is it. That is my entire world, 1 year. What do you guys think? I know not too much is finished, but we do have quite a bit of farms, and I hope I got to all of them. If there's one I missed that I didn't mention, that we didn't really go over, definitely mark it in the comments. Let me know, so I don't forget it for the next year's World Tour. Because this has been one actual year. Not Minecraft year, 1 year. So how'd I do? Let me know. But until next time, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.